Thermodynamics Part 1, the Zeroth and First Laws of Thermodynamics. What is thermodynamics? Thermodynamics is the study of how multicellular organisms learn to fly. No wait, that's not thermodynamics? Really? I prepared a load of slides just for that. Okay, so what is thermodynamics actually? Thermodynamics is the study of how heat, pressure, and other properties of matter are related, along with how energy is converted between forms in matter. In thermodynamics, we can split variables into two categories, functions of state and process functions. By functions of state, I don't mean to provide infrastructure, to provide currency, to represent its people in United Nations or other international bodies, to take money from people in the form of taxes, to monitor our every move and all our online activity, and to declare war. Side note, if you live in the US or the UK, your country hasn't actually declared war since World War II. They just tend to walk in and hope the other country is noticed. A functional state is actually one that doesn't depend on the process or path taken. Let's draw a PV diagram. Mere mortals would call this a graph of pressure versus volume. To illustrate my point, ignoring all subliminal messages, to get from state B to state A, we can take the green or the red path. If our function, such as temperature, pressure, level of boredom in this video, when we get to state A does not depend on which of the two paths, i.e. the red or the green, and only depends on the fact that we are in state A, then that function is called a function of state. If it does depend on the path, then it's called a process function. Examples would include work done and heat supplied, which both have different values depending on which path is taken. The Zeroth law of thermodynamics, also called, I should really be called the first law of thermodynamics, but history, states that if A is in thermal equilibrium with B, and B is in thermal equilibrium with C, then A is in thermal equilibrium with C. Do you hear voices? I hear you say. No, but I can read minds, and I know you're thinking right now, what is thermal equilibrium? Well, if A and B are in thermal equilibrium, this means that if we put A in contact with B, then no changes will occur in either system. The first law of thermodynamics is basically a law of conservation of energy. It can be written as follows. The U is the total internal energy of the system. Q is the heat supplied to the system, and W is the work done on the system. The funny D with a bar through was just for a laugh. It also has some deep meaning, which I'm now going to tell you. Changes in process functions are inexact differentials. They have the symbol d bar. Changes in functions of state are exact differentials, and they are written with a normal d. So that concludes this part of the thermodynamics lecture things. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, write them down below. Thanks.